Hey guys, you're watching Brain Fuel number 5 from Unidelics. I'm Tatyana Voloshin, coach, writer, and mushroom translator. If you've ever said, I don't feel anything during a healing journey, this one is for you. Let's talk about what you're missing and how to finally see it. Once I had a couple come to restock their Amanita supply. The wife was glowing. The husband just shrugged. I don't know. I don't feel anything. And the wife goes, of course you don't feel anything. You haven't screamed at your kid in 2 months. You haven't slammed a single door. We hadn't had a fight in weeks, but sure, no difference. And she was right. That's what happens when you don't track your inner world. You miss your own damn progress. If you're not connected to your body, your patterns, your reactions, you'll just sit there waiting for spiritual fireworks to show up while your nervous system is doing full-on silent renovation. This is why we journal. This is why we track. This is why we set intentions. Because otherwise, your mushrooms are just expensive snacks. You've probably heard only 50% of psychedelic journey is the substance. The other 50% is setting, intention, integration. You see, microdosing is not a wellness trend. It's not a productivity hack. It's the same inner journey as a heroic dose, just spread out over time. Same results, should you do it correctly. A heroic trip is like jumping into a nice cold lake. You gasp, you scream, your system resets in a shock. Microdosing is like slowly turning the temperature down on your shower each morning. Bit by bit, your body adjusts. Your system adapts. Same reset, just without the drama. You still need the same tools. You still need clear intentions. You still need to know what you're walking into. Otherwise, the shift will happen. You just won't be there to notice it. Your nervous system will soften. You will stop overreacting. You will stop slamming doors. But you won't even pause to celebrate the relief. No ownership, no integration, no gratitude. Just business as usual. And if transformation feels like business as usual, what's the point? This is where we hit the wall most people don't see coming. Set and setting, the other 50%. And I say it again and again. People take the exact same protocol, same dose, same product, same timeline. One person gets real results, clear shifts in mood, sleep, energy. The other, not much happening. Sometimes they even live in the same house. I have another couple where the husband, a disciplined overachiever, tracks everything, journals daily, sets intentions, notices patterns. The wife, she pops a capsule and hopes it works like Tylenol. Guess who's calmer? Guess who's sleeping better? And I get it, people are tired, people are desperate, but I've seen folks who were absolutely begging for better sleep refuse to set a single intention, expecting Amanita to just knock them out like some over-the-counter drug. Nature doesn't work on demand. You don't take mushrooms, you work with them. And if you're not willing to show up, even just a little, you can't expect transformation to show up either. People obsess over dosage and sourcing, and they should. We covered that already. Brain Fuel number 4 was all about finding the right dose. Brain Fuel number 3, sourcing. Making sure your mushroom isn't trash. But that's only half the equation. The other half is what you bring to the table. Because, like the Cheshire Cat told Alice, if you don't know where you're going, it really doesn't matter which way you go. So let's talk about intentions. Or, as the internet likes to say, set your intention under the full moon when lighting your yoni candle and listening to your ancestral womb space. Yeah, no, that's not what we're doing here. Intention just means, why are you doing this? What's not working in your life right now? What's one small shift you'd actually notice if it happened? That's it. No crystals required. I had one client who came in and said she was just curious. Okay, curious is fine. But I asked, curious about what? She had no idea, just curious. 3 weeks in, she was overwhelmed with ideas, chasing half-finished thoughts and journaling like a squirrel in espresso. Because if your only intention is, let's see what happens, then guess what? You'll get a little bit of everything and a whole lot of nothing. It's like opening 17 browser tabs and forgetting why you opened any of them. Curiosity is fine, but without direction, it's just mental buffering. Compare that to another client. She said very clearly, I want to sleep, just sleep through the night. That's all she focused on. We adjusted her protocol, kept her journaling simple, bedtime, wake time, mood. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping 6 solid hours and texting me like I saved her life. As you're getting started, pick a direction. You can always shift it later, but if you don't know what you're asking the mushroom to help you with, don't be surprised when it takes you on a scenic route with no destination, just vibes and detours. So, you've got your capsule. Now what? This is where most people blow right past that moment. They treat it like a supplement, pop it with coffee, scroll their phone, move on. But microdosing isn't passive. It's not a vitamin. It's a conversation. And how you start this conversation matters. Start here. Take the capsule in your hand. Just hold it. Don't rush. This isn't just a pill. It's a seed, a spell, a choice. Pause. This is your moment. Ask yourself, what do I need today to feel like a good human being? Not perfect, not productive, just human. Then swallow with water, ideal on an empty stomach before the chaos of the day kicks in. And right after that, journal. No, not a novel, not your trauma archive, just 5 bullets, 2 minutes, no excuses. Here's what you track. Top 3 emotions. No, fine is not an emotion. Try again. Stress level from 1 to 10. And no, you don't get a gold star for suffering. Sleep. How many hours? Any dreams? Woke up like a gremlin or a monk? Energy or focus? Morning, afternoon, evening, peaks, crashes, cravings or weird impulses? Peace, chocolate, texting your ex? Write it down. That's it. You don't need a template. You need attention. Here's the thing about journaling. It's not just some therapeutic side quest. It's data. And data becomes clarity. When you actually track your state, your mood, your state, your energy, patterns start to show up. And once you see pattern, you can stop guessing and start entrusting. By day 10, most people hit their microdosing sweet spot. You might start noticing, I'm always more anxious on Wednesday. Is it the mushrooms? Probably not. It's that 11 a.m. meeting with your micromanaging boss. Now that's something you can work with. Or maybe you were feeling great and then you added coffee back in and suddenly you're wired, anxious, crushing by 2 p.m. Is that a coincidence? Probably not. So now you get to ask yourself, was the caffeine really worth it? This is why we journal, not for nostalgia, not to emotionally process your childhood hamster's death, but to see what's actually changing, what's working, what's not. It isn't a diary. It's not for feelings. It's a blueprint for your better self. And if you treat it that way, it'll give you answers your therapist, your doctor, and your mushroom supplier never could. So let's bring this home. Yes, dose matters. Yes, source matters. But if your mindset is sludge, don't expect clarity. You cannot microdose your way out of confusion if you keep bringing more of it in. This mushroom is a mirror. And if you bring fog to the mirror, don't complain that you can't see yourself. You can't just take a substance. You're entering a conversation. And if you keep showing up with no intention, no direction, no curiosity, then don't blame the mushroom when you get nothing. The Cheshire Cat had a point. Wandering aimlessly is an option, but it's not the one that changes you. Set your direction, bring your attention. The mushroom will meet you there. This was Tatyana Voloshin, Unidelics. See you soon.